always says, when going gets tough, the tough gets going. Good afternoon, everyone. My story started in Mahim, in a joint family surrounded by love and laughter. My parents always pushed me to follow my passion. Hard work and determination can move mountains. What would you do if your dream turned into the worst nightmare in just 90 seconds? This is what befell me at one of the most important competitions in my life. In order to understand this, let me take you back to where it all began. When I was only 2.5 years old, a severe case of food poisoning left me fighting for my life. After 15 days of treatment, with my condition worsening, the doctors gave up. My parents, however, did not. They finally found a savior in Dr. Prabhu. After 16 days of treatment under his care, and with my mom sitting beside me, her support every single moment, and by God's grace, I survived. But the battle had left my immunity severely compromised. My parents were advised to keep me away from the dust and germs. My clothes were changed weekly. Even my fruits had to be served, blanched, and peeled. For another 2 years, I was kept in a protected environment. Concerned about my future, my mom asked Dr. Prabhu, how will we keep her like this? One day, she has to face the world herself. What should we do then? His answer changed my life. Sports, he said. It can increase her immunity. Start her slowly with some sport. Acting on his advice, my mom enrolled me in a summer camp at Sri Samartha Ram Mandir, Shivaji Park. My first day at the camp is etched in my heart and mind. At the first sight of the sandpit, okay, I'm seeing it for the first time. At the first sight of the sandpit, I excitedly jumped in, quickly covering myself from head to toe in sand. My mom was terrified. What will happen to my daughter? She was terrified. From then on, the 10 days of the camp went well quickly and smoothly while I emerged as the best student amongst 2,000 participants. This granted me admission in the gymnastics class at Samartha Mandir. Under the guidance of my coaches, Mrs. Fulva Khamkar and Mrs. Varsha Upadhyay. We lovingly call them as Fulvatai and Varshatai. By age 6, against all odds, I won my first medals at the state championships held at Amravati. An all-around bronze, my first medal, an all-around bronze, along with a gold in balancing beam and floor exercises. From that moment on, I was a sports person, a professional athlete. My life became a training montage of rigor and discipline. Wake up at 4:30 a.m., practice gymnastics from 5 to 7 a.m., followed by school between 7:20 a.m. to 12:20 p.m., a healthy lunch and a little bit of rest, followed by homework studies from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Then it was back to gymnastics from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. Rinse and repeat every day. Twice a week, I also practice Kathak under the guidance of my guru, Srimati Radhika Phandse. Despite everything, I still excelled academically, ending up as the best student at Saraswati Mandir High School and DG Ruparal College after. Every achievement in dance, sports, or academics filled me with immense pride and reinforced my belief that hard work always pays off. By 2006, I had won more than 150 medals, being crowned the champion in almost all the competitions I participated in. I was at the top of my game, with mentions in every news reels on Indian gymnastics. In 2007, I was determined to make my mark on the National Games platform, often called as Mini Olympics of India, to be held in Assam. But life had other plans. On that day, the stadium was buzzing with energy as my name was called on. My first performance, 90 seconds for the first of the four routines. I confidently walked in, stepped onto the floor, took my start pose, and launched into my routine. During one of the first jumps, something happened. Something happened. My left knee buckled. I did not understand what was wrong. I tried to push through, telling myself, I have to finish my routine. I can't give up now. But my leg was not supporting me. It was neither touching the floor, nor was I able to move it. I just landed my jump on one foot. Slowly, the pain in my left knee increased, which became unbearable. I collapsed on the floor, screaming for help. The stadium fell silent, time froze, and nobody moved. Eventually, a stretcher arrived and I was taken to the medical room. I asked the doctor to take my knee so that I could return to the competition. He agreed on one condition. He asked me to walk. Just walk. Within my first step down from the bed, my knee gave way and I collapsed again. I couldn't walk. I couldn't compete. My dream was slipping away. Back in Mumbai, Dr. Anand Joshi diagnosed me with a complete tear of ACL ligament in my left knee. I underwent an ACL reconstruction surgery, which was followed by 9 of the longest months of my life. For a sports person, movement is who we are. To be confined to one place, unable to walk, unable to train, was devastating. I felt like I had lost a part of myself. The world around me seemed to move on, while I felt trapped. In that moment, I fell on the competition floor. The voices and echoes from the outside world did not help. Her career is over. She will never come back. She has become a lame horse. She must stop competing in sports now. Why is she even trying? Despite all this, the toughest battles were still within. There were days when I questioned everything. Could I ever get back to where I was? Did I even have the strength to start again? I was fighting not just the physical pain, but the mental agony of missing out on my dreams. Amidst all this, my family and my doctors were my pillars of strength. Every day I reminded myself quitting was not an option. Every day I reminded myself quitting was not an option. My will kept me grounded when the world felt like it was spinning out of control. My mom restarted my practice, wisely reminding me that if you have done this before, you can do it again. I had to start from scratch, learning to walk, relearning the basic steps of gymnastics I had mastered as a child. Some days it felt impossible. Every step would feel like climbing a mountain. Every time I pushed myself a little harder, I began to rediscover the strength I thought I had lost. Slowly I realized that my body hadn't forgotten the years of training it had endured since I was a 5-year-old gymnast. My muscle memory became my greatest ally. It was as though My body remembered every step, every routine, every fall, and every victory. Those 9 months weren't just about healing my body, they were about rebuilding my spirit. Slowly, I transitioned from relearning the basics to taking on more complex routines. And with each small victory, I felt closer to the person I used to be. In the midst of all this, something extraordinary happened. The list of gymnasts for India Camp core probables for the Commonwealth Games 2010 were announced. Like every sports person, I had dreamt of representing my country. Based on my previous rankings, my name was on the list. The whispers returned again, and this time I heard, "You should drop out as an athlete and pursue choreography instead." This could have crushed me, but I refused to give up. My will once again became my strength. Not only did I participate in the selection trials, I also secured a spot on the India team for the World Championships 2009 to be held at Japan. Thank you. Japan marked my comeback. I did not just compete like those whispers expected. I emerged as the top ranked gymnast amongst the Indian contingent. Pushing on from there, I participated in the Moscow World Championships, Belarus World Cups, and many other competitions. I was even honored with the Miss Exotica Performance Award for my routine at the World Cup. Finally, it came time for the final selection of the Commonwealth Games. Another challenge arose. On the day of the trials, I was diagnosed with chickenpox. Despite my condition, I willed myself to participate and give it my best shot. Fate intervened and the trials were cancelled. A month later, the final team was announced. An IAS officer who was part of the selection committee recognized my consistent international performance, particularly my top finish at the World Championships in Japan. I was officially selected for the Commonwealth Games. Representing India at the Commonwealth Games was a dream come true. I made history by becoming the only Indian gymnast to ever qualify for the all-round finals, securing the 16th place at the world stage, and to this day that record remains unbroken. Recognizing my achievements on the national and international arena, the government of Maharashtra honored me with their highest award for sports, Shri Shiv Chhatrapati Puraskar. Thank you. My journey taught me the power of resilience and indomitable will can move mountains. The story does not end there. I wanted to give back to the sport that shaped me. I founded the Phoenix Gymnastics Academy, a place where young gymnasts could dream and achieve even more. Today, my students shine at national and international platforms, making me incredibly proud. So, from questioning if I would ever walk again, to making CWG history, leading PGA, judging globally, being technical head and commenting for Rio Olympics on Star Sports, I owe it all to my resilience, willpower, my family, my coaches, doctors, and the divine blessings. To everyone here today, I would like to say that life will knock you down sometimes in ways you cannot imagine. It's inevitable. What defines you is how you rise back. Every fall is a chance to rise stronger. Believe in yourself, even when the world doubts you. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Surround with people who lift you up. Rise from the ashes like a phoenix and soar higher than ever before. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And most importantly, never stop chasing your dreams. My mom always inspires me by saying these lines, and I leave you with these lines. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and enlarge the former and reduce and finally eliminate the latter. Never find faults within your luck or tools, but always engage yourself in doing right things in right place and at right time. Never forget that good aims are not sufficient and they must be achieved by noble means. Thank you.